Friends, here we are. Here we are, right after the Mandalorian panel. We're super stoked. I'm losing my voice.
Yeah.
You know,
you might have to toss the mic at any moment.
Mike's gonna have to take over because I really can't talk. I was shouting, woohoo. I mean, blown away. So much happened. Epic. Initial reaction, Mike.
Elevated, bro. Every day of celebration has elevated.
Yes,
and today, I don't know if we can top today, though. But we might.
Well, here's the thing. So what happened in this is that, we didn't get into 9, okay? And God bless Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, because they said, cut the feed.
They did. Cut the feed.
Cut the feed. These folks are here, all right? Yeah. This is the lottery we wanted to give Rebel Watch, and we got it.
Yeah. And, I actually think that invitation we got came directly from Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. They said, you know what? These guys deserve a shot.
They do.
They deserve a win. The plots are thick.
Right.
It's time to elevate it. Right. It's time to elevate celebration for Rebel Watch.
I mean, now, do we have to get here through a blizzard?
Oh, wow.
Are our feet soaking wet?
Frozen.
Are we frozen?
Holly's feet are frozen.
Yeah, I mean, it's
still holding that camera.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. So, I mean, this has just been epic. We're having such a good time. They released some exclusive stuff. We got to see like a behind-the-scenes, situation, kind of a making of. We got to we were introduced to the cast, 3 big cast members, and we got that exclusive trailer as well too. So you want to talk about the behind the scenes first, real quick?
Yeah, behind the scenes was great. I mean, this show, I almost called it a movie because it has that kind of cinematic quality. It's dark. It's grungy. During the entire scene that they showed, I mean, nothing too crazy happened, but I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. I had no idea what the plot was, what the story was, but I was on the edge of my seat. The music was beautiful. It was gritty. It was dark. Yeah, what about you? I don't know.
Yeah, dude, okay, so I got emotional just because hearing Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni talk together about their friendship. Yeah. But one of the best things, about podcasting with Mike and the channel that we run and the podcast is that we've got a friendship. You know what I'm saying? We have this solid friendship. We've met new friends. We have Holly. We've got just some really, I don't know, it felt like what I heard them describing on the stage felt like what we have on Rebel Watch with our listeners, viewers. It was so cool. So to see that, those guys care. They really do care about this. They're just as passionate as we are. And at one point they said that he was tearing up, Jon Favreau, tearing up on set, talking about the scene, laying it out for everybody.
Yeah, it was, I mean, that went, that was communicated through to the actors. I could see how passionate these producers were, and that, I mean, you could tell by the story that Jon Favreau shared that he'd been writing this even before he pitched it to Disney. He had a third of the whole series done before he even pitched it to them. Just the passion in the man's voice, and you could tell they were giddy with excitement to be able to share what they had, and it was well worth it. I don't think the panel lottery could have worked out better for us now, because that was over the top.
It was over the top. Another thing that we learned was that on Christmas, Jon is actually writing that 4th or 3rd script or whatever it was and sending it off to Dave Filoni on Christmas. And he was like, "Have you read it yet? It's 2 days after Christmas. What's going on? Are you kidding me?" So that was cool. I mean, now I'm going to jump right to the trailer. We're just going to make this a quick little video. Wanted to get some reactions out here, initial thoughts as we just got inside from the blizzard. Yeah. Okay, The Mandalorian. Yep. The trailer that we saw, we can't. I mean, no one's allowed to record it. We watched it, we saw it. Here's the thing, they're giving out assignments. This guild of bounty hunters giving out assignments. The Mandalorian is trying to get something. He needs money. I mean, really, he's in a bind. Yeah. So he gets a target, and you want to talk about this exclusive target that he gets. I mean, he's assigned something that they can't. I mean, it's really secret, top secret target.
Yeah, it's not. It seems to not be public record. It's supposed to be under wraps. And so Ez and I walked out of there just being like, okay, well, like they said, a specific target, dead or alive. So it's not an artifact. It's not plans. It's not anything. It is a individual. Yeah. And so I just asked Ez walking out, I was like, who is it? And Ez dropped a bombshell. And I need you to share it with the people because this could be big.
It's Thrawn. It's Thrawn. I'm sorry. It's Thrawn. I don't know what else you want. They're going after Thrawn. If not Thrawn, they're going after Ezra Bridger.
Yeah.
They're back.
Wow.
You wouldn't bring. I mean, they're gone in the unknown region. I feel like you may get a Rebels movie at some point, but you have this. It's right after Return. We're not sure what's going on. So that would be a pretty big target. And the reason we thought this is there's an Imperial. They meet with an Imperial. There are stormtroopers there. The remnants of the Empire are there. And if you needed to bring back an Admiral, who better than a lost Admiral that you've got to communicate with out in the unknown regions? You're already there. You're already out there. So why not go get him, bring him in? Maybe they're worried. Like the amendment was that if you can't bring him in alive, dead might be okay because, he could be rising forces. He could be doing something counter to what the Empire wants. Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, if you need someone to rally the troops, even if, he was found dead, I mean, you could still say, let's do this for Thrawn. Thrawn was all about order. Thrawn, I mean, was a huge part of the Empire. But that just kind of blew my mind when you said that, because I never even thought about that for a second. But what I loved is that when the Mandalorian gets that assignment and he walks in to this, it's an Imperial hideout.
Yes.
You have 5 or 6 stormtroopers hiding around, as security, and this one, what seems to be old Imperial officer, maybe, giving the bounty offer to the Mandalorian.
Right.
So it's gonna be such a dark, grungy, just something we've never seen from Star Wars. I mean, if you thought Rogue One was that kind of dark, gritty, something different to Star Wars, this elevates it by 10.
Yeah, absolutely. And they were right in describing this as like something that people from the 1970s and 80s, like who like original fans would love, and you could bring your kids to this, and you could they could get right into the galaxy and learn with new characters. Like Salacious Crumb is there, like one of his species is like being barbecued like on this thing, and then he's in the cage, and so you've got really cool little tiny elements there that kind of show back up. But it was absolutely just epic. I mean, there's a lot of things that could be happening in this. We have no clue. It was super, super secret. We didn't get a whole lot. We just know there's a target. It's a live target. Something's going to happen along the way. Seems like he builds a team. So I don't know, man. Some final thoughts?
Well, you mentioned that moment where that creature was caged and one was being barbecued from the original trilogy. I was shocked by how much humor there was in that little clip. I mean, how many times did we hear fans laughing about this clip, and then all of a sudden we go into that secret hideout and it escalates. So from one, feeling to another, it's gonna be a roller coaster. And if I'm hooked right now off of, 3 minutes of footage, like give me 12 episodes in a full season, but space them out.
Yeah.
Space them out.
Right. Yeah. So, okay, just a quick reaction from us. We'll try to get some more in-depth discussion going, some podcasting, but we're going to put this up on YouTube for you guys just so you can enjoy it. We're trying to document the experience and just living it up here. We met so many cool friends and listeners and stuff. It's been amazing. So, All right, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, may the Force be with you.